Crypto crash incoming, as the title says. Prepare for Bitcoin to $32,000. Welcome, everybody. Hope all of you are having a wonderful day today. Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, depending on the time that you're watching this. Today for me is Sunday, January 14th. So welcome to today's live stream. Started a little bit later. I kind of wanted to focus a little bit more on my UK people, people from Amsterdam. I wanted to focus on my viewers from London. So that's kind of the reason why I wanted to go ahead and live stream right now. Hopefully we could go ahead and get a few people in here, but regardless of the fact, we do have some things we need to go ahead and talk about, right? Definitely we do want to go ahead and touch up on the market, see what's going on, what's happening. We definitely had a really great stream Saturday and Friday. Like, the streams these last couple days have been freaking amazing, so I really do appreciate everybody. Let's go ahead and get us to 5,000 subscribers, but I do want to go ahead and say that we are fully now monetized, and I really appreciate every one of you. Thank you, Syntex. Haven't seen you in a while, man. Hope you're having a good one today. Good morning. I'm assuming today is probably Monday for you. For me, it's still Sunday, a couple more hours before it's Monday. Definitely looking forward for the week and what the week has for us, so definitely excited to go ahead and talk about that. But before I do go ahead and start sharing my Discord and my Twitter to my community, or should I say my live stream to my Discord and my Twitter, look what this title of this article says. BTC tumbles below $42,000. Coinbase and miners plunge as Bitcoin ETF mania becomes sell the news, as John called it, right? What was I saying, Chad? Back over here around these areas. You could go back to all my videos. If you go back to my live videos right here, I've been talking and I've been giving out warnings to the whole entire market for the past 3 freaking weeks. Literally, look, 3 weeks warning crash with a lot of these tokens. I was talking about what we could have been potentially seeing, right? And my narrative of becoming extremely bearish with a lot of these altcoins, especially Solana, started about 2 weeks ago when I was calling Solana at $69, right? Solana tanked from $123 down to like 80 something dollars, right? So for all those that have been tuned in into the live stream, none of this, dumping should surprise you whatsoever. I mean, currently what we're seeing right now in the market is no surprise, but to everybody that is brand new, I don't want to go ahead and say, I told you so, but this is the reason why we need to go ahead and focus on the technical analysis and focus on the fundamentals of what is going on in the market and not get overly hyped with what the media wants to go ahead and sell us, right? Because you have to keep in mind who has control of the market now, right? Institutional buyers now that we have the pretty much the ETF announced, Wall Street has a lot more control, so they have the narrative to push whatever story they want retail to listen to, right? So this is the reason why we got to stay level-headed. We have to focus on the DXY, focus on what is going on with the US stock market, focus on Bitcoin dominance, and this is how we're going to be able to go ahead and stay informed of the market without getting too excited about a damn ETF. I told everybody this, ever since everybody was hyped over here about a damn ETF, I told all of you that the ETF has been priced in from the freaking beginning. This is the reason why Bitcoin has been going crazy and been going berserk since down over here at the $30,000 area, and we really haven't seen a correction until just now, right? So I hope none of you got wrecked, and if you did get wrecked, just go ahead and take this as a lesson, just learned. Hopefully you could go ahead and take this as a learning lesson to not listen to what everybody is saying. Always do the opposite, especially when someone like myself is showing you the red flags of why we should be bearish. Now we're going to go ahead and talk about this live stream. Can we go ahead and see a reversal on Bitcoin? Well, that's a great question, but before I do go ahead and get started on that, I do want to go ahead and say welcome everybody that is tuning into the live stream right now. Go ahead and smash that like button for me. Comment down below if there's any other projects you want me to go ahead and view at the moment. But in the meantime, while I do that, what's up, Chris? How's it going, man? Hope you're having a good one, man. And while I'm doing that right now, I'm going to go ahead and start sharing my Discord. Suave, how's it going, Suave? Welcome, bro. Welcome, dude. Glad to have you here today. You'll be at 5K subs soon. Yes, really appreciate it, Chris. Very, very soon. very, very soon. We're almost there. We're about what? We're about 300, 400. I don't know. I can't do math right now. I actually just lost a subscriber right now. Probably, it was probably either like a Solana holder or a Pepe 2.0 holder. I was like literally at 4,670 and I think, or 70, 71. And I just lost like 2 subscribers literally just today. So hopefully if you guys have another account, you know, if you guys have another YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, man. Get me back up to 71. But I really do appreciate all of your guys' support. With that being said, let me go ahead and start sharing my Discord to go ahead and let the community know that we are officially live. And feel free to go ahead and shield me any meme tokens. Tillery was saying that what token's pumping right now? Ginger's pumping right now. So a shout out to the Ginger community. We're going to go ahead and check that out. But in the meanwhile, let me go ahead and share this with my community. Everyone, we are live. Show me tokens. I really wish I had an automated system to do this. It's low-key kind of annoying having to like go in the middle of the stream every minute and share my link, but the good thing about this is that it also gives us time while everybody starts showing up that is watching live. I know most people probably watch these live streams pre-recorded. That's usually how these live streams do. They usually do very well pre-recorded. But I really wish we could have more people live. You know, it's really, really fun when we have a lot of you interacting with the chat. We are now live. Join me. It might be late to a lot of people too, because a lot of these people are it's like literally already like late or super late for them, right? It's not that late for me. But also I'm trying to go ahead and capture everybody, right? Right now it's still night for me and for a lot of people it's good morning for you, right? So my goal is to go ahead and try to capture as a bigger audience just besides the US, because my audience right now is mostly US and I wouldn't be surprised if most of them are not going to be able to make it. But anyways, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and pay attention to all of you right here that are tuning into my live stream. I really do appreciate you. Let's go ahead and get started. Let me go ahead and pull out my live stream on my mobile device, as I like to call it. Okay, so we are officially now live. So let's go ahead and talk about the market, right? And go ahead and smash that like button for me. Over 5 watchers right now. Smash that like button for me. 4 likes now. So let's go ahead and get started with the market, right? We're going to go ahead and do it. Whoever joins, welcome. But let's go ahead and get started. So looking at Bitcoin right now, we did get rejected surprisingly, but not really surprisingly, at the 618 as we talked about around the 48,200. We actually did see Bitcoin go as high as $49,000 as soon as the ETF went live. It actually touched 49,048, then got rejected. And one thing that we did talk about is this was a 618 retracement, so it shouldn't be no surprise to any of you, right? We talked about this being a high probability of this actually getting rejected, and that's exactly what happened, right? If we go, where is it? Oh, I'm doing it wrong. I'm doing it wrong. All right, there you go. We talked about this Fibonacci retracement right here at the 618, and that's exactly where Bitcoin got rejected. You can't make any of this up. Look at the 618, it's right here, this line, and that's exactly where Bitcoin got rejected. And that's where I was telling a lot of you that if Bitcoin was to get rejected, there was a high probability of us actually falling down. And if we were to go ahead and break that, we were going to go ahead and be approaching $54,000, which is our next target. Doesn't mean it's completely out the blue, right? We still have a probability and a chance of actually still reaching those levels. We actually had that talk with, what was his name? I can't believe I forgot his name. Frick, dude, D-Wold. There you go. We were actually talking with D-Wold. There's actually a probability that Bitcoin could go ahead and reverse and actually come back up and actually retest these levels and get back up to $54,000. Now, the question for me, I don't think that's going to happen. I'm actually more bearish than anything. I do think that Bitcoin hasn't corrected enough. I do think we need to still see more correction. And the thing that I'm focusing on mostly is the DXY and the US 100, which is the US stock market. I do think Bitcoin could have a reversal, so we could go ahead and see some sort of movement to around $44,000. I think that's going to be a pretty strong area of resistance, in my opinion, around the $44,000 area, and then we're going to go ahead and get rejected, coming all the way back down and falling down to what is going to be around $36,000 to $32,000, right? So I think right here, this is where we have, in my opinion, the most area of support. As you can go ahead and see right here, we do have some pretty good support at these areas. So there's a probability we will see Bitcoin fall below or down to $36,000 to around this range right here. So I do expect Bitcoin to have this sort of movement if we do get rejected and don't break and hold above $44,000, right? Let's go ahead and talk about the bullish scenario, right? So $44,000 is our target to go ahead and focus on for Bitcoin to go ahead and continue to go up. Let's go ahead and change this to a yellow. And for Bitcoin to go ahead and be bullish, I would like to go ahead and see Bitcoin break and hold above $44,000, being a new area of support around $44,700, and then having a retest back up to these zones at the $48,000. That is going to be a nice little area of resistance. So there could be a probability we might get rejected and then come back down to 46 before having that major breakout to $54,000. That's a high probability that could actually happen if it does look good with the DXY. We are actually seeing the RSI getting ready to go ahead and break through. So if this RSI does go ahead and get rejected, you're definitely going to go ahead and see Bitcoin come back down, right? So that is the bullish and the bearish scenario. So just keep your eyes on this $44,000 target. Take a screenshot, go ahead and take a picture, put it in your piece, on a whiteboard, whatever the case is. But remember, we need to go ahead and see Bitcoin hold and break above ideally $44,000, right? 44,800 to be exact, or even if you want to go a little bit lower. But let's just go ahead and call it a day and say Bitcoin needs to go ahead and hold and break above $44,000, right? Ideally, we can see $45,000 and hold above it. Bullish, right? The bearish scenario is out the door. $32,000 isn't coming. It's not going to happen, right? But if we do go ahead and get rejected at that area, as I mentioned, we are going to be falling down. So don't be surprised if you do go ahead and see a movement to a downside. I know a lot of you probably won't go ahead and get too worried. There's going to be some that will go ahead and panic, but whatever the case is, don't panic with what you're going to be seeing in the next coming weeks. I do expect a lot of volatility in the market, and in order for us to go ahead and stay ahead of the game, we need to go ahead and keep our eyes on the DXY. The DXY is something we're going to be definitely looking forward to and keeping our eyes on this week. It does look like right now, obviously, we do see the DXY slightly red right now at the moment. So there could be a probability that we will see Bitcoin actually pumping this week. Depending on how the DXY pumps does, maybe there could be some sort of consolidation. We're still going on the narrative that as long as we continue to hold 102, we should be good. If we do fall below down to that 102, we will go ahead and see Bitcoin pump like crazy, and the DXY continues just to consolidate on the red or whatever the case is. We will probably see some movement on Bitcoin to the upside, right? So as I mentioned, the DXY has to also go ahead and have that massive breakout very soon. It is accumulating right now, so it's getting ready to make a massive move. Whether that move is to the upside or to the downside, we're going to go ahead and find out this week. So this is going to be definitely a very, very volatile week. I think it's going to be more volatile than the actual ETF, right? Because we had the ETF, we had some fake news happen, a lot of shorts and longs got liquidated, got wrecked, and then we literally just saw the market just be completely slow, like it wouldn't freaking move, right? So I do expect that kind of very same scenario this week. But I do expect Bitcoin to go ahead and go up this week. So I wouldn't be surprised if we do retest that $44,000 area and we start getting the bulls excited again to go ahead and go long before they do another bull trap, in my opinion. The second indicator we need to go ahead and take our eyes on is the US 100, right? This is the NASDAQ. This is something that moves very similar to Bitcoin because it's considered like the tech sector of the stock market. So usually everything that's in the stock market that's in the tech sector related is usually traded on the NASDAQ. And typically from what it says, it moves with Bitcoin. I don't know if institutional sellers and buyers look at it as technology as well, and that's probably the reason why. But this is the reason why I was also able to call the top on Bitcoin, was due to the fact that I've been saying for the last 2 weeks that the US 100 was reaching this area of resistance, and we were getting close to that. So that's where my bearish scenario narrative also came in, was due to the fact that we were seeing some tops in the stock market. So it looks like the stock market is also trying to decide, can we have another pump, or is this finally the top? So for the stock market, it's going to be the same thing, same scenario with Bitcoin. So I'm not really going to touch too much on it, but if we do go ahead and see the stock market pump and break past the resistance, the highest I probably see it going up, it's maybe to these levels. I don't see it go any, I don't see it going any further, maybe even around the zone before we have a reversal back to the downside. So regardless of the case, the US 100, which is the NASDAQ, is also reaching a top very soon, right? So the stock market is looking for some sort of, what is it called? I don't want to say breakout, some sort of a, I literally lost a train in my freaking head, man. Glenn, how's it going, bro? How's it going? Hope you're having a good one, dude. Welcome. Haven't seen you in a while. BTC is going to crash all the way down to $56,000. So right now with US 100, we are also getting towards that area of resistance. So we're going to go ahead and see where things go. I wouldn't be surprised if we do go ahead and see some sort of green in the US market tomorrow or later on today. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we see some sort, as I mentioned, I wouldn't be surprised if we do go ahead and see one last final pump, right? The question is this finally the top of the market? I don't know. That's what we're all patiently waiting for. The two, as I mentioned, back to the two case scenarios for Bitcoin, and this goes back to the US 100, right? Regardless of the case, let's say Bitcoin does go ahead and continue to pump this week, and we do break past $44,000, which I believe is a possibility. I don't know why, but I have a very strong feeling that this is going to be the last final bull trap where they're going to go ahead and pump it pass, as Glenn says, $56,000. I do see it going to $54,000, maybe even $56,000, and then this is finally going to be the top for Bitcoin, and then we're going to see some sort of dump. That's what I believe will be happening. That's what I expect, honestly, because the DXY is also not giving us full-on confidence right now at the moment of where things are going, but it is giving us a major sign that some sort of massive pump is going to be coming soon. So don't be surprised if you're like, John, you were super bearish, you were talking about, Bitcoin, dumping. I do believe there's still a possibility of Bitcoin having one last final pump. And I think that would be us breaking past 44, reaching past that 55, 56, and then just having that massive dump towards the end where everybody's going to get shaked out and they're going to go ahead and do an additional bull trap one last time as they continue to do so, right? So that's why I'm expecting a lot of volatility these next coming weeks, especially this week with what is going on with the US market. Also, same thing with the NASDAQ, as I mentioned, is going to be the same scenario. If we do have a reversal, we're going to go ahead and see a pump. Then all retail is going to get super excited. They're going to go ahead and start loading up on all their tech stocks. Maybe we might have Jim Cramer talking about, now being the time to buy. And then we're going to go ahead and have the same thing happen to the US market, where we're going to have the stock market take some sort of breather as well. We need to go ahead and take a breather long term. As I mentioned, this does still follow the narrative of the major cup and handle pattern, which is extremely bullish. So I'm just giving you warnings just to go ahead and be aware of. Just make sure to take profits. The same scenario right here with Bitcoin too, also following with the US 100. As you see, we could be following some sort of head and cup and handle pattern where we might pump all the way up to 54,000, come all the way down, which is usually one of the ways to go ahead and do a liquidity grab. And then this is where most of the people, after they get wrecked right here at 54,000, most of the people right here are going to be like, John, I told you it was going to go up to new highs. You're bad at this. You're trash at TA. Then they're going to lose all their money. And then they're going to get trapped in a bull trap, and it's going to come back down to these zones right here. And as soon as they get pissed with Bitcoin, they're like, yo, you know what? Bitcoin's going to zero. Bitcoin's going to $10,000. Then you're going to see a major reversal on Bitcoin. Probably not like a super massive recovery like that, but we will be seeing Bitcoin over $80,000 to $100,000 once we do see that dump on Bitcoin. So long term, I'm super bullish. This chart still looks pretty good in my opinion. Glenn says, I am going to sleep, just stopping by to say what's up. Have a good stream, bro. Good night, bro. You have a good one, man. Really appreciate you for stopping by. Take care, and I'll see you later on today, man. Thank you. So yeah, regardless of the case, I do see that narrative also happening. So just keep your head up. Just keep your head up. Don't be scared, all right? Because I told all of you about this zone being broken down, and I was getting so much hate from everybody telling me that I was the biggest bear, and I was giving you the reasons why, and I only tell you this just so you could understand what's going on with the market, right? Because last bull run, I got wrecked by a lot of influencers that I would watch, and they were saying, "Oh, it's not gonna fall. It's going to 100,000," and I'm over here, still longing a lot of positions on my meme tokens and my altcoins, and little do I know, I was freaking getting wrecked, dude. So I lost a lot of money listening to freaking influencers. So that's my fault, right? That's my fault. I didn't know how the market moved. There's a reason why I've been analyzing the markets for these last couple of years, and I told myself that I would never allow myself to get wrecked by influencers ever again in my life, right? So with what I always say, trust what I'm telling you, but verify what I'm showing you and telling you, right? And the way you verify that is by looking at the tools that I'm telling you. Look at the dollar, look how the U.S. market's doing, look at how the U.S. US 100, which is the NASDAQ, is doing, and this is how you're going to be able to keep informed of the market more than your regular typical moon boy that thinks everything's going to freaking moon forever and thinks that the ETF approval was going to make you a billionaire. Like come on, like when did you ever think that institutions are here to go ahead and make retail freaking rich? You must be living under a rock. But as I mentioned, don't be too hard on yourself. If that was you, new day, new year, it happened. It is what it is. Learn from your mistakes, move forward, and then just focus on what you could go ahead and do now. And what you could go ahead and do now is learn how the market's moving, right? With the tools that I show you. Fear and greed right now at neutral. I'm very, very glad to see this. We haven't seen neutral levels in forever. I was extremely bearish when we were at the extreme greed right here these last couple of days. So we are getting towards, I want to see Bitcoin at this fear area. And when everybody starts talking about Bitcoin going to like $6,000 or like $17,000 and it's completely done, that's when I'm going to be longing a market. And the title of my freaking thumbnails are going to be like Bitcoin to like 200,000 or something like that, like something super clickbaity, right? Because that's when I'm going to be super bullish, and then people are going to be like, John, you're full of it, man. Like Bitcoin's done, and it's going to do completely the opposite, and it's going to pump. And everybody that's listening is gonna make money with me, right? We're all gonna make money together. And then when the market reaches the top, and once we're like towards $80,000 to $100,000, I'm gonna be freaking selling most of my bags. And then most of the people that were not seeing the opportunities when Bitcoin, took that correction, we're gonna be selling our bags, and they're gonna be buying the tops like usual, just like the people that bought the tops with the ETF. Same narrative. It's the same thing over and over and over again. And you just can't make any of this up. This is the reason why I tell you, you have to do the opposite of what the people are thinking. If people are bullish, you have to be bearish. If people are bearish, you have to be bullish. This is the way I have been able to position myself pretty well with a lot of positions early on. Due to the fact that I'm analyzing what we're talking about right now. So even going to, crypto or CoinDesk right now, we're seeing a lot of these bearish, news right now. I mean, Bitcoin Wall Street debut ends in tears for futures traders leads to 83 million liquidations, bro. Like, this is insane. 83 million of liquidations. Like, look how much money they just came up on. The US did not turn out to an outright sell the news event as some expected, but it still impacted 80 million in both long and short Bitcoin future bets price. So it was both long and short. Shortly after the ETF started trading, Bitcoin climbed up to $49,000, briefly igniting bullish sentiment and leverage bets. Sudden spiked and drove the prices to various majors such as Ether and Solana as up as 10% within hours. So now that we're seeing this Bitcoin dominance continue to fall, we could be talking about, altcoin season where most of the people are going to be making money, right? As you're seeing right now, freaking Ethereum is finally looking freaking nice, looking really, really bullish at the moment. And I do think meme coin season and altcoin season is around the corner, right? So that's what we should be focusing on, in my opinion. It's focusing on what we could be expecting with the market moving forward. Ethereum right now is finally looking for some nice area of support. So if you're looking at a long Ethereum, I think this might be low-key not financial advice, maybe a time to do that. It does seem like support is being found right now at the moment. If it does lose support at where we're at right now. If it falls below and closes below $2,500, this thing's going to be quite bearish. But honestly, Ethereum's looking really, really bullish right now at the moment. So I do expect Ethereum having another breakout to an upside, and we will be approaching that $3,000 very, very soon within the next couple weeks. I would say give it 2 to 3 weeks, maybe even sooner, and we'll be surprised, and we might be seeing $3,000 on Ethereum. And we're going to get everybody getting excited, because now, from what I've been hearing, the hype behind Ethereum now is the Ethereum ETF. As I told a lot of you, right? I told everybody that as soon as the Bitcoin ETF happens, we're going to go ahead and have an Ethereum ETF. We're going to go ahead and have a Solana ETF, an Avalanche ETF, a Dogecoin ETF, and everybody's going to get super, super excited, right? And it's going to be the same narrative. So right now, regardless of the case, it looks like altcoin season is around the corner, in my opinion. Let's go ahead and take a look at that, if it really is. One of the indicators I like to go ahead and use is called the rainbow chart. And let's see if I could even spell. Okay, right here, which is by blockchaincenter.net. I'll go ahead and post a link for all of you right now to go ahead and check it out on your own. Let me go ahead and share that with all of you. So go ahead and check this out. This is really, really freaking nice. This is a really nice chart that I like to go ahead and personally use myself when it comes to knowing where things are going, right? So this is the Bitcoin rainbow chart right now that we're seeing. We are approaching that halving. As we talked about, we are about 94 days for the Bitcoin halving. But what I like to go ahead and use on this, that they just recently added not that long ago, because they didn't have this recently. If you actually go ahead and see this, we are actually approaching now officially. We are in altcoin season, chat. We are officially in altcoin season. So I do want to go ahead and say to everybody, welcome. This is the chart that we know when we are in altcoin season, when Bitcoin dominance goes to these levels. And right now, we have now officially entered altcoin season. When it reaches 75, right now it's currently 76. We are now officially at altcoin season. So we're going to go ahead and see how far this goes. Typically, it runs up all the way up to 90 to 100. And what we saw last bull run, we typically see a run up from right now, as we see Bitcoin finally correcting, towards April is usually the end of altcoin season. After April, that's when we start having the meme coin season come in, right? Where we had Pepe last year was around April. It was actually 420, if I can remember exactly, the day original Pepe came out. And that's when we had a lot of the tokens like Monk, Refund, and we had all these other tokens, right, coming out during that time. And that was meme coin season. So right now, we are now officially at altcoin season. Let me go ahead and share that link with all of you to go ahead and check out. This is one of the best tools. I've been using this tool for a while. They didn't have the altcoin season index before. They only had the Bitcoin rainbow chart. They didn't have any of these tools 3 years ago because I've been using this website for a while and didn't have that. Now they've actually added quite a bit, and it's actually really, really easy, right? And now they have, the trending coins. They tell you when altcoin season is coming, dominant. So like the more data, the more years that comes with Bitcoin and all the cryptocurrencies overall, the easier it's going to be for us to go ahead and predict when we're entering a Bitcoin season, meme coin season, or altcoin season. So keep that in mind. The more data we have, the easier it is going to be for us to go ahead and call a lot of the tops and bottoms. And now we are officially in altcoin season. So I would definitely go ahead and suggest to go ahead and start keeping your eyes out on a lot of these altcoins. I am probably looking to jump into some leverage trades this month. Now that we are officially in altcoin season, I did tell myself I wasn't going to trade, but we are in altcoin season, right? We could definitely take advantage of that. So I'll go ahead and keep all of you updated. But if you do want to go ahead and join me leverage trading, go ahead and check out BingX. Currently right now giving all the way up to $5,000 in sign-up bonuses. MEXC as well. Both of these platforms right here are non-KYC. And if you don't like MEXC for whatever reason because of the FUD that's been going on, I would recommend checking out BingX. Really good platform. And then Bybit, it's one of the best ones. But they do require KYC, and they are locked in some regions, right? So if you could go ahead and trade on Bybit, I would recommend Bybit. Currently right now I'm getting my KYC fix with Bybit in order to go ahead and start trading. So currently right now I can't trade on Bybit, so I'm kind of stuck with BingX and MEXC. But my goal is to go ahead and get my KYC situation fixed so I could go ahead and trade on Bybit. They used to not require KYC a few months ago. I think they just recently did that lock like a little bit over 8 months ago, if I'm not mistaken. And then for those that have been always asking me like what's a good VPN, well, NordVPN is offering 69% off with 3 months extra just for the community. Just do know that all these links right here are literally just for you. All for you, right? All these special links are all for you, and it does help support the channel. So that's one of the best ways to help me if you want to go ahead and show some love. And also, you know, smashing the like button is completely free. It doesn't cost you anything. I think that's one of the best ways to go ahead and support me. We are officially now monetized, so I know a lot of people have always been asking me, hey John, like you know, when are super chats coming? Well, super chats are now available, so that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and take a look at what meme tokens are doing. Welcome everybody, by the way. Smash that like button if you are tuning in. Feel free to go ahead and post any smart contract down below for any token for me to check out. And as well, if there's any technical analysis you want me to do, any token in particular, you know, just let me know down below. Right now it looks like the meme token sector is doing like not too well. It looks like a lot of these tokens have taken hits. There's a few like Glor B. I don't know what this is. This thing's up 400%. But yeah, overall it's looking okay. BetaBot, how's it going, BetaBot? Bonk. Do you want me to do some technical analysis on Bonk? Got it. So let's go ahead and take a look at Bonk right now. Welcome to the channel, by the way. I'm assuming you're brand new. I've never seen you, BetaBot. I don't remember. Maybe I have. I can't remember too well. But if you're brand new, smash that subscribe button for me. So currently looking at Bonk right now, we are at the 891 million market cap. As I told everybody again, this thing was pumping all the way up to 2 billion market cap, and I told everybody, you know, don't buy the top. And the reason why I was saying that, and I was really bearish, was because I was buying Bonk over here, shout out to Vernon, back in November. My community was freaking buying Bonk and leverage trading Bonk over here. We were all leverage trading, making money on Bonk over here around these areas. Like I think I had a few pretty good trades on Bonk with that. Really freaking good trades, like literally freaking almost $4,000 trades in a day with Bonk. So Bonk was like literally printing money. But I became bearish when I started seeing a lot of the top influencers with over 1 million subscribers on their channel talking about Bonk, and it was around this zone right here when Bonk reached over 2 billion market cap, right? So right now with Bonk, it has actually cooled down, which is actually something I wanted to see. I did talk about some sort of 80% retracement around these levels, and it does look like we did reach about 74, 75 to be exact. So this is actually looking pretty good. Typically what we see right here with Bonk, not going too deeply into technical analysis, if you would say, we would usually be followed with some sort of consolidation before we do go ahead and see a major breakout. But as I mentioned, I do see Bonk having some sort of movement to an upside as we do continue with Bitcoin continue to fall, and it does look like it's going to have another breakout very soon. It looks kind of like a bull flag pattern in my opinion. So if Bitcoin does, or not Bitcoin, Bonk breaks above 1698, we could be seeing a massive pump to the upside. Let me go ahead and share Bonk on TradingView because this is actually a lot better for us to do some technical analysis. But let's see what the volume is on Bonk. Bonk is currently at a $3 million volume, which is actually not bad. Not bad at all. $3 million volume. So let's go ahead and take a look at this real quick. Oh, I subscribed a while ago. I was busy working during the week. Nice. Yeah, I do remember. I remember Beta. That's why I remember the name. I was like, I think you have. All right. So welcome. Hope you are having a wonderful freaking day. So right now, looking at Bonk, we're gonna go ahead and zoom out. Look, this is where we were all trading it. This is where my community was trading Bonk, around these areas right here. That's quite crazy. I wish I was, you know, focusing on trading Bonk instead of freaking Pepe, man. I got freaking wrecked on Pepe. But anyways, with that being said, it looks like this is a nice little area of support. It does look like some sort of either cup and handle pattern is getting ready to form. One thing that I would like to go ahead and focus on is seeing Bonk now fall below this area right here of support, which is going to be around 14,105. Ideally, in order to confirm that this is going to be a breakout to an upside, which I would wait for if you're looking to leverage trade this, I would wait for some sort of breakout approaching towards the zone right here at the 16.1 or the 16.557. As long as it holds and closes above it, this is going to be a bullish scenario for us to go ahead and go long and expect a massive movement to the upside. As I mentioned as well, we are having the RSI getting ready to cross to the upside. So I'd keep my eyes on bonk in the next couple of days and wait for that confirmation. If you're just the kind of person that just wants to go ahead and literally just hold on to your tokens and not care where the market's going to go and just dollar cost average, then the technical analysis aspect on like the price target, the short-term price target shouldn't be too much of a worry. But if you are leverage trading, I would wait for a confirmation. I wouldn't jump in just yet. Yeah, because this is still an area of resistance. It's heavily area of resistance. So I would like to go ahead and see bonk break above that, hold above it, and then continue to go to the upside. So bonk right now is looking pretty good, but I know a lot of you, took some very nice trades right here on bonk at the bottom. So congratulations on that. And as I mentioned, if you do want to go ahead and leverage trade any of these tokens, make sure to use my links down below, BingX and MEXC right now, giving some really good bonuses and no KYC. But yeah, that's pretty good with bonk right now. I wouldn't probably go long just yet. I would just wait for a confirmation, because this could also be a major head and shoulders pattern if you go ahead and take a look at that. So maybe a lot of people might get wrecked thinking this thing might go up, and we might actually have this thing, dump, another liquidity grab, come back to support. We're going to go ahead and retest this area, get dumped again, and then we're going to go ahead and see some sort of consolidation for a while. And then as everybody thinks that that bonk is finally bearish, this thing's going to go ahead and skyrocket, right? So I will go ahead and keep my eyes on this. I wouldn't go ahead and long just yet. Longing the market would have been good right here, but this is where you go ahead and exit your trade and take profits. And I believe somebody on chat did actually capture that that buy-in right here at the support, and they actually made a lot of money to the upside. And I mentioned, if you see a break below 16, it's going to be time for you to take profits, man. And he actually did. He said he was up over 400%, so he did a really nice trade there. But yeah, this thing from the way out on the daily does look like a massive head and shoulders pattern, and it's typically a really bearish pattern, and it usually comes back to support, retests one last time, gets dumped, and then usually consolidates before having another major pump to the upside. So I'd be very careful, and I wouldn't just go all in just yet. Yeah, of course. Is there any other tokens you want me to go ahead and do? That's pretty much it on my end. I told you guys all about Bitcoin dominance, the DXY, what we should be expecting in the market coming up in the next couple hours, and altcoin season. We're officially in altcoin season, so you will be seeing a lot of titles of moving forward that we are now officially on altcoin season. So I'm very excited to go ahead and start trading altcoin season with this market. Welcome everybody. Welcome. If you are brand new, smash that like button. Comment down below if there's any tokens that you want me to go ahead and talk about. Any specific technical analysis. I pretty much already talked about Bitcoin, DXY, what we could be expecting moving forward. One thing I didn't do was actually Solana. Let's go ahead and see what Solana is doing. I'll go ahead and wait if there's any other questions, and if not, we're just going to go ahead and end the stream. Because that's pretty much it on my end. That's why I like when we're interacting on the streams, because it makes me do these streams a little bit longer. But there's not much to go ahead and say right now, right? It is a Sunday for me still. It's a Monday for a lot of you, but for me it's still a Sunday. So actually Solana looks quite bullish. I've been really bearish with Solana, and I've been giving a lot to Solana these last couple of days, and I continue to call I continue to call this on Solana, but Solana's actually looking quite bullish. I'm not gonna lie. Cam, how's it going? Myro looking, bro. Okay, I'll for sure look at Myro. LDeps, how's it going? XRP for sure. So let's go ahead and look at Myro. And let's look at Myro. Why is there two Myros? Oh, my freaking neck just snapped, dude. Myro right now, I would wait for the 618 Fibonacci to go ahead and reach. I did mention that I would have never bought this major top, so I would wait for Myro to probably reach around this area of support, which could be possibly around the 618 Fibonacci retracement. So we are seeing a lot of massive selling right now. So I'm not too surprised, and that could also kind of slightly change if we do go ahead and see Bitcoin pump. So if we do see Bitcoin pump, we will probably go ahead and see some sort of red on these meme tokens and altcoins. And that's actually probably the reason why we're at where we're at right now. So I would wait for Myro to probably go ahead and come back to these levels, or at least look for some sort of area support around this zone. But yeah, I wouldn't buy in right now. Not financial advice, obviously, but I wouldn't buy into Myro. Yeah, it looks like now we're having a major buy-in. Look at this. You can't make any of this up. So maybe it might have the reversal literally right now live. That's so funny. We're going to see how this goes. But yeah, when it comes to tokens like this, it's very difficult to do technical analysis, because when something goes on like this forever, it's just very difficult to go ahead and say, all right, this is exactly the top, this is the bottom. I guess on the 15-minute chart, you could go ahead and say this is some sort of support. So if you do go ahead and see this thing come back up, it could be a possibility to go ahead and long this, but I don't know. I don't feel comfortable buying tokens when they pump like this. Like, I'd rather just miss out on money, honestly, at when there's, you know, situations like this. I would wait for some sort of support, some reversal. If we see a reversal, the first green candlestick and the second one, that's when I would probably long this, because it's probably going to continue to go to the upside. I'm quite bullish on Myro because of the narrative. I believe this is one of the Solana co-founders, one of the Solana co-founders' dog's name. So that's why I'm really bullish on this. More bullish than actually bonk, to be honest. Especially considering the fact of the circulating supply on this. Yeah, I would wait for a pullback, man. I think Cam, I think you were the one that was longing bonk, right? You made like over 400% a few days ago on bonk, if I can remember. I think it was you. But yeah, I mean, it looks like a reversal is happening literally right now in front of our eyes. Like, you can't make this thing up. But even on the 4 hourly, it's not looking too bullish. 1 hourly is looking okay. But also keep in mind that a lot of these Solana meme tokens pump when Solana pumps. So Solana is actually looking like it's going to have another breakout to an upside. If it does break past through with this RSI right here and it crosses it, we are going to go ahead and see Solana retest these levels back up at the 100 and then come back to the 110. And if it comes back to 110, I'm going to go ahead and be quite bullish with Solana and be calling for $144 of Solana, meaning that a lot of these tokens like Myro and Bonk and all these Radium and all these are going to pump very heavily because Solana is pumping as well. You have to remember that a lot of these meme tokens move very similar to how Solana is moving. So if Solana is being quite bullish, the meme tokens are going to do the same thing. Oh, it wasn't you? I thought it was you. Let's go ahead and take a look at XRP. XRP is my favorite token. Being sarcastic. XRP has done nothing but disappoint. Actually, it's actually 57 cents now. It's not too bad. Yeah, I mean, this dude, look at this chart with XRP. It just looks boring. It looks boring. But what I could go ahead and tell you is that it does look like it's going to be having some sort of breakout to an upside very soon. Typically, when we see this kind of consolidation like this, where we go ahead and see it just consolidate, have a major breakout to the downside, that's usually indicating that institutional buyers, or, you know, big hedge funds, or, you know, traders with a lot of money, whatever you want to call it, are manipulating the market to go ahead and grab a liquidity grab for a lot of the retail investors. And that's exactly what we see. That's actually something I'm studying right now, which is actually quite funny, because this is actually very similar pattern that we saw with Bitcoin, where it just consolidates and then it breaks down to the downside, and then it has another consolidation out of nowhere. We could go ahead and see XRP just break out. Like, it could surprise everybody by surprise. Like, I wouldn't be, you know, surprised if we do see some sort of movement like that. So do expect some sort of movement like that with XRP, but XRP is like heavily manipulated. You can just tell with these wicks. Like, look at these wicks just stopping everybody out, like time after time after time. And look at that major short squeeze to the upside. So yeah, I could expect some sort of wick like this with XRP coming soon. We could probably even see XRP around these levels back to the $90 to $1 very, very soon. So just be on the lookout with that on XRP. Ideally, I would like to go ahead and see XRP break and hold above 62 cents. That'd be the bullish case scenario. If it does fall below 52 and it closes, this is going to be bearish, and is going to be indicating that it will be coming down to around 46 cents on XRP. And that is basically on the daily, right? So let's see on the 4 hourly. The 4 hourly, just a lot of consolidation too. Like, I wouldn't be even trading XRP, honestly. Like XRP just doesn't look sexy to me. Like, it just doesn't look like it's just way too risky to trade XRP. But looking at the daily, it does give me signs that we will be having an unexpected pump to the upside very, very soon. So just be on the lookout for that if we do see that. Bro, how is WIF market cap 350 million? Dude, I don't know, man. That just kind of tells you how the market is reaching some sort of top, right? Because we are seeing meme tokens with, look, 359 million, dude. That's insane. And this thing has a pretty nice supply too, by the way. So this thing has 998 million. So what people don't understand, that this thing can realistically be, this thing could still do another 2 to 3x. Maybe even a 4x, but this thing's gonna pump a lot, man. Dog with a hat, like, can you trade this? Like, can you leverage trade dog with a hat? Maybe not the smartest thing, because I told myself I would not trade meme tokens, but a 350 million meme token, that's almost considered a higher cap altcoin at that point. Let's see. Oh, they haven't, dude. They only have it on L-Bank. Damn. So they're not even on MEXC yet, bro. They're only in HTX and Gate.io. I'm surprised MEXC hasn't picked up dog with a hat. A 350 million market cap? That's insane. It seems like a lot of people are quite bearish on this token, though. I don't know for what reason, but I'm bearish on WIF. Scam. Just people always... Yeah, LD, but hopefully that helped, man. Is there any other questions or any other tokens you want me to do TA on? I would wait for XRP to do some kind of movement if you're trading it, though. If you're holding on to it, then just continue to hold. Honestly, just XRP has been disappointing, but I wouldn't be surprised if it does catch everybody by surprise. Like, I think a lot of people have been making fun of XRP for a long time. And from what we're looking at in the charts, it does look like it's going to be having like a major pump out of nowhere where no one's going to be expecting it. And we could possibly even see XRP just like literally just take off, bro. But, you know, what is 57 cents to $1.50 to holders? You know, it's kind of a whack, in my opinion, kind of a whack hold. But we do see some sort of we kind of see this consolidation with what happened with Bitcoin, right? So we could see something like that. Inspiration, how's it going, bro? Long time no see. Yeah, it's not even on the tier 1 exchanges, bro. I agree with you. There might be something going on, man. There might be doing like like WIF might be the token that might be worth like having a nice little bag on it, because if at 359 and no exchange, like especially MEXC has decided to pick them up, dude, they're making over 13, let's just say $13 million in volume. This is insane. You know how much money these exchanges could be making if they were holding on to WIF, especially MEXC. Like, if MEXC goes live with this thing's probably gonna pump, bro. Like, I know they usually have like the other kind of like the MEXC effect where everything dumps, but I think if MEXC goes live with this on futures, this thing would take off. And look at these buys, $19,000. Like, who the heck is buying $19,000 on a meme token? Like, who with the right mind is buying $19,000 worth of a meme token, right? This thing's probably gonna do another additional 3 to 4x. I see it doing. Look at that. Probably even higher, bro. Look at that. I remember somebody was talking about dog with a hat. I was laughing at that, and I mentioned, like, once we get this breakout, this is the buy signal right here. The buy signal is once we get that breakout, and that's exactly what we had. This is like literally a buy signal. Like we're gonna go ahead and see it go like this. Probably even reach the dollar. We're probably gonna see dog with the hat reach the dollar, do a cup and head and shoulders pattern, and then we're gonna come back down and then do the same thing. And then by the time all the big influencers are talking about it, is gonna be like right here. This is by the time where we're gonna have all the big influencers on YouTube talk about dog with a hat, the ones that have over 1 million subscribers, and they're gonna be telling their community to buy. And a lot of the people are gonna be buying right here, and they're gonna be exit liquidity for all the buyers that bought right here, and they're gonna get wrecked. Same thing that happened with Bonk. Same thing that happened with Bonk, right? So I do think dog with a hat's gonna be it's gonna for sure hit like a 1 billion, dude. I don't like to say for sure, but like the reason why I say that is because look at that supply. The supply is, dude, they're like almost halfway through that supply already. So like let's look at what Bonk's supply is, because if Bonk was able to hit, you know, 1 billion, let's see what kind of supply they had. They had 1 trillion, dude. They had 1 trillion. Think about it. Bonk had a freaking trillion, bro. They had 1 trillion tokens. So that means realistically, dog with a hat could easily hit 1 billion market cap. Easily. In my opinion. You know, none of this is financial advice. But, dude, look, Bonk's not even doing that kind of volume anymore. Bonk's at 3 million. Dog with a hat's racking in $13 million, and it's not even listed on tier 1 exchanges, dude. So I'm going to make some videos on dog with a hat, bro. I think dog with a hat's going to be the next play. I think that's going to be where I might put some money in it. You know, I might just like have a little, like a small little bag where I'm just holding on to it, because I do think it's going to hit $1, and that's not even that much of a return either. What is that? 40, 50, that's like what, a 3x? 4x? It's not a lot of money. Not a lot of money with the 3 to 4x. Wait, that would be 6, 8, 10. Yeah, so that'd be like probably like an additional, like let's just call it a day, and let's just say dog with a hat could do an additional 5 to 6x. Let's just say 10x if it gets super hyped up. Let's just say another additional 10x with dog with a hat. But I don't think we could probably see. There's a possibility, but I think dog with a hat could easily do a 5x, a 4 to 5x, no problem. That's kind of probably pushing it, but let's say for sure a 3x. It could for sure do a 3x. Dog with a hat could for sure do a 3x based on the market cap that we're seeing and the circulating supply. I mean, this thing had 1 trillion, dude, 63 trillion. And that thing has 998 million, which is about almost 1 billion in tokens. So dog with a hat, and it hasn't even been listed on top exchanges yet, bro. Like keep that in mind as we just talked about. Like WIF hasn't been listed on top exchanges. Just wait until WIF gets listed on the major exchange. Is Bonk listed on Coinbase, by the way? Let's see. Because imagine WIF getting listed on crypto.com. Like crypto.com, dude, like that's gonna be like the Dogecoin narrative or Shiba narrative. Remember that? Remember when Shiba got listed on crypto.com and like that thing just mooned? Let's look at what exchanges Bonk is. Oh, so Bonk is actually in Binance and Coinbase, bro. And they're not even doing that much in volume anymore. I mean, Binance is still doing about 60 million in volume, and Coinbase is doing 23. So like on the DeFi sector, they're only doing about 3 million, and that's because of the fact that a lot of that volume is going through these exchanges. So imagine, you know, Doc with the Hat's doing about $13 million in volume on a daily volume. Imagine how much money these exchanges could be making off of fees. They could be making a bank, right? So they're kind of better off listing on these exchanges because of the money that it's making. That's freaking insane, bro. Chirpy, can you check out Ush is on MEXC? Yeah, 100%. Inspiration, by the way, bro. Can you go ahead and share the smart contract for Chirply? You said ETH bridges today. Let's see Chirply. Let's see if we can type it in. Oh, it's right here. Chirply, I believe. Yeah, I remember you talking about this a while back. This thing is up 16%. So I guess today they're gonna be having the bridge. I remember you telling me about this platform. Can you check out Ush? 100%, bro. I can check out Ush syntax. Ush. We're gonna check out Ush. Billy, how's it going, buddy? I got rugged today. What you get rugged on, man? What tokens? This story of my life. I get rugged on every freaking Solana token I touch. Coinbase and Binance listing is what sent Bonk from 800 million to 2 billion market cap in 2 days. Really? 9, 10, 11. How many X's is that? Is that still an additional 10x? From 800 million to 2 billion? How much is that? 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Dude, that's like a 12x, right? Just dog. Yeah, dude. Story of my life with all the Solana meme tokens I get rugged on. So it's kind of not abnormal for me to happen. But welcome to the rodeo, buddy. Welcome to the rodeo. Every freaking Solana meme token I've touched, I've always get rugged. There's not one freaking Solana meme token I've lost $70. Oh, it's not that bad, bro. I gotta watch out for my language. I lost freaking like $600 or 700. Yeah, $700. Like the first week I got freaking paid on Solana meme tokens, bro. I like literally just gambled $700 freaking dollars down the drain, and I'm just like, dude, that was the dumbest thing I've done. It's the reason why I'm not touching Solana meme tokens anymore. But low key though, I think I might actually. I said I wasn't gonna buy meme tokens anymore, right? But like high key, not even low key, I think I might buy some dog with a hat, dude. It just makes sense. $13 million in volume, hasn't been listed on major exchanges, still at a 363 million market cap, which I would never touch. But based on what we've seen in the past with these tokens, I don't know, man. I might just have a little bag of Myro, or sorry, not well, Myro too, but I think dog with a hat's less volatile, if you want to call it. I think dog with a hat gets listed on Binance and Coinbase and crypto.com, dude. It's freaking over. This thing's going to be reaching over $1. Let's look at Ush, by the way. Syntax, what is Ush, man? This thing just doesn't... This thing doesn't excite me, man. It kind of scares me a bit. Look at these wicks. Especially this liquidity grab. This thing went all the way up to like 40 cents. This one looks quite scary too, 11. This one looks quite scary too. So I don't know how I feel about this one. What is Ush? I mean, leverage trading this, I probably wouldn't leverage trade this, to be honest. I wouldn't leverage trade this. Let's just go ahead and try to do some TA on this. This is probably like the ugliest looking chart I've ever seen. And typically when I see charts like this, I usually don't trade the tokens, because it just tells me how much either low liquidity they have, which pushes this volatility like crazy, or how much manipulation this token's actually having. So for me personally, I would be probably, if I was looking to go ahead and buy this, I'd probably be looking along this once it breaks this area right here, which is around the 0.5. So once it reaches the 5 cents and it could hold and break above that and closes above it, then this would be a pretty nice long, assuming that this would have a continuation to an upside. But if this thing does continue to dump, we could go ahead and see it obviously back down to the 3 cents. But this thing just doesn't seem much, like, I don't see much movement on this token. I don't know, this is more of a token you want to hold on to or you want to trade. But for me personally, I wouldn't be trading this token. It just doesn't make sense for me at all. And it doesn't mean that because I wouldn't trade it doesn't mean you shouldn't. But like, to me, I just don't like the kind of charts that I'm seeing. Like these are bar-coded charts, which typically means that these are just bots trading it back and forth with each other just to go ahead and create, fake artificial liquidity. So personally, I wouldn't be freaking trading this token. That's just me though. Ush, I just wouldn't touch it. But we talked about altcoin season now officially being here, Billy, man. Hope you had a great day today at work. Is there any other tokens anybody wants me to talk about? Dude, look at these buys on freaking Dog with the Hat, 11,000. Like, I know I was just making fun of that person with 20 G's that was throwing in, but we're seeing a lot of people throwing a lot of money in this token. We're seeing a lot of freaking money. Like, I wonder how much is. Let's check out this person's wallet, dude. This person has over $149,000 worth of Dog with a Hat, bro. That's freaking insane. He has a Bonk airdrop, Jupiter airdrop. Damn, dude, this guy's gonna be freaking flooding in money. Freaking money, man, right here, dude. This guy's gonna be flooding with money. Let's look at what he's been. Let's look at what time he started buying freaking early on with Dog with a Hat, dude. Over 60% in 2 days. Nice, dude. 60% on Chirply in over 2 days. Let's go ahead and check that out shortly. Oh, so this guy has just been buying every minute, dude. This guy's wild. He's been buying $10,000 worth every minute. Yeah, I remember I liked about Chirply. They actually had a lot of their liquidity locked for a while. But yeah, this is pretty good. Congratulations to Chirply on this. This thing's probably going to go ahead and pump like crazy too very soon. Probably see an additional like 4x or something like that. Yeah, but that's crazy. Look at that pump. I haven't seen you in a while, Inspiration. How you been, man? Over 60% pump. That's insane. But this guy has been buying freaking Dog with a Hat every freaking minute. Literally. Look at all these buys. He's been like slightly buying, like slowly buying like $1,000 or $10,000. Yeah, look at that. Look at all these buys. That's insane. So this guy's holding. Oh, he's holding on to over $149,000 of Dog with a Hat, dude. You're doing great, bro. Happy holidays, by the way. Happy New Year's, man. It's been a while that I've seen you. I know I was supposed to do a Chirply video a long time ago, bro, and these holidays got me wrecked, and I apologize. I never got through a lot of videos that I wanted to do. But definitely, I will go ahead and start getting back into making some videos. I've been mostly just focusing on a lot of the live streams just because, like, during this holiday season has been so freaking difficult. But I did actually upload a video that's going to be coming out tomorrow. So I am trying to get back in the rhythm. I'm uploading these videos, but I haven't really uploaded ever since we had this video right here going on at around that time. So, but I haven't forgotten, dude. So I'll definitely message me, man. Like the thing is, like I forget a lot of things, bro. Like I have a short-term memory, so like I forget a lot of things, and a lot of people are asking me, like requesting me, like, hey John, like make a video on this. And the thing is, like, it'll make it a lot easier for me if you could go ahead and tell me, like, hey John, like, you know, they're bridging today, or hear the news, and it makes it a lot easier for me to make the video a lot quicker. And you can connect me with the team. Yeah, dude, you connect me with the team if you want. I mean, it would be best if I could go with you, but yeah, if you could connect me with the team, that'd be cool. You could also go ahead and direct message me on Twitter. That'd be really helpful. And I would definitely suggest you to join the Discord, man, because if you could connect me with the team and you could go ahead and do all that. How's it going, Happy? Hope you're having a good one. Join the Discord down below. It's completely free, man. And, you know, just remind me, bro. I just been really busy these last couple holidays, traveling and all of that, and I just haven't had the time. So that's why I was like doing like live streams, because it was a lot more convenient. And right now I'm trying to do like 2 live streams a day. So you'll definitely go ahead and see more of me more often moving forward. I'm committing to 2 videos at least a day, Monday through Friday. I don't think weekends. I tried, but it looks like weekends might not be the move. I might just only do weekends. I'm gonna do it as my day off, but honestly, I'm not. I'm probably gonna still live stream, and I'll probably keep it where weekends is just 1 video. If I could do pre-recorded, that'd be nice. and if not, I'll stick to two live streams Monday through Friday, and one video Monday through Friday. So meaning 3 videos in total. If I could do like 3 videos a total a week, Monday through Friday, that'd be freaking amazing. With 2 live streams Saturday and Sunday, dude, my channel will freaking take off this bull run. So I just need to go ahead and commit to that 3rd video. It's low-key kind of difficult, but now I have a researcher, so it's actually going to be a lot easier for me to make content, right? Because now I know what to look for. You know, I don't have to do the hardest part is doing the research, honestly, Chad. It's like doing the research, making sure that the token you're talking about, it's not a scam, because obviously I don't want to go ahead and get anybody wrecked. Like for example, like Pepe 2, dude. Look at Pepe 2. This thing has just dumped, bro. I feel bad for anybody that's still holding on to this. 12 million market cap. This thing was at like, I saw it go from 11 million to like 17 million dollars, and this thing has just continued to freaking dump, bro. And I just don't want to go ahead and be like, look at 44% dump. Somebody was calling me out, not like yesterday on my live stream, because I called Pepe 2.0 a scam. Am I wrong for calling it a scam? They raised up the freaking supply to begin with. They freaking said they weren't going to do buy and sell tax. They were going to 0, and we have 1% buy and sell tax. Like the team said something else and did completely the freaking opposite, chat. What do you call that? Do you call that a scam, or do you just call me being a hater of Pepe 2, even though it was the biggest bull of Pepe 2? But as soon as they had that unlocked and they came up with the excuse of like, hey team, like we no longer have, you know, the private key to the old contract, like let's relaunch Pepe 2. Like, bro, it sounds scammy to me. And then the fact that he tried to like convince us that, you know, V2 was going to be way better. They didn't really do much to the website. You know, what they promised they were going to get rid of the buy sale tax of 1%, because supposedly bigger exchanges, tier 1 exchanges, didn't like that. Well, guess what? Well, they went back and they put 1%. And they also raised the freaking circulating supply. So it's actually worse than what it was before. It was like 420.69 trillion, and they raised it by like another couple trillion tokens. Like, dude, you just like, I don't know. People are just people, man. Thank you, Soul. But yeah, reach out to me, bro. Reach out to me at ALTCOIN John too. Any of you, I recommend just reaching out to me at ALTCOIN John. Even if you just want to chat with me, I like getting, you know, really connected with my community. So even if it's just like sending a message and just, you know, just talking live, or sharing your trip, or, you know, sharing your feelings of how you feel with this market, whatever the case is, you know, share it. You know, I like connecting with a lot of you. I have some very tight relationships with a lot of you. I feel like I have more friends with everybody virtually, and I don't even know you. You know, I feel very, very connected. So, and that's the whole entire point of the community, right? The whole entire point of a community like this is for us to feel virtually connected and help each other. I wrote you on X. Awesome, man. Looking forward to that. And if anybody wants to write me on Twitter, which I don't think I'll ever get the hang of calling it X, because it kind of sounds like an adult content website. Maybe I just have a dirty mind. But with that being said, like reach out to me at ALTCOIN John on Twitter, and just direct message me, right? Just say what's up. Join the Discord. That's pretty much it on my end. It's already kind of midnight for me. The reason why I'm trying to do these live streams at this time, even though I'm kind of tired, is because I want to go ahead and reach a wider audience, right? I want to reach, you know, I want to reach my community from like London, Amsterdam, out there in the UK, and this is what it takes for me to reach all of you, right, during that time. So for a lot of you, it might be a good morning. To me, is it's a good night, and I will be catching all of you later on today. But hopefully you enjoyed today's stream. And as I mentioned, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. It's completely for free. And if you do want to go ahead and support the channel, make sure to use my links down below. BingX and MEXC, both of these platforms are non-KYC. Bybit being one of the best exchanges, does require a KYC, and it is region locked. If you could do it, I would suggest it. And for those asking for a VPN, NordVPN is currently offering 69% off with 3 months extra, just for using my link down below. So I hope all of you enjoyed this video today. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll go ahead and see where we could go ahead and see fear and greed in the next couple hours. Currently right now at neutral. And I'll catch all of you probably in about 16 hours, right? Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch you